Genesis of the Remnant Lds Church, the selection of 7 apostles of the Remnant Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Part 1. The selection of 7 apostles of the Remnant Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. The following is a narrative history of the experiences of Elders C. Houston Hobart, E. Daniel Gough and Conrad R. Faulk relating to the selection of 7 men in the year 2000 to be ordained as the first apostles in the Remnant Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Also included is the testimony of Elders Gough and Faulk. Elder Hobart died prior to the time this narrative and testimony was put into written form, regarding the direction of the Holy Spirit, which was evident in great power and without which the task would have been too great to attempt. The events in the latter part of March 2000, Elder V. Lee Killpack, then chairman of the Council of High Priests, asked Elders C. Houston Hobart, E. Daniel Gough and Conrad R. Faulk, members of the Order of Patriarch Evangelists, to meet with him to discuss a matter of great importance. At that meeting, Brother Killpack related an experience where he had received an inspired message that involved these 3 men. This message involved the selection of 7 men to be ordained as apostles in the church. That selection, as directed in the message, was to be made by the 3 designated men. Brother Killpack asked each man if he would serve on the committee of 3 as specified in the message, if the General Conference of the Church approved the message and directed that such a selection be made. Each man indicated his willingness to serve if the conference so directed, while also indicating his feelings of inadequacy to undertake such an important and significant task. The message was presented to the General Conference of the Church held April 8-9, 2000. A resolution to accept the message was approved and the conference directed that the committee of 3 be appointed as specified in the message and that they be charged with the responsibility of selecting 7 men whose names should then be presented to the church at a general conference to be held on September 23, 2000 for necessary action to authorize that they be ordained as apostles in the church. After that conference, the A Committee of 3 met to discuss how best to undertake the assigned task. Elder Hobart, with more than 41 years' experience as a full-time appointee minister in the RLDS Church, and over 20 years of additional ministry and work in the Restoration Movement during his retirement, was eminently qualified as an instrument in God=S hands. His long experience as a president of 70 provided a background of experience for the selection of men who were called to special service in the missionary field. That experience was especially valuable in the counsel he provided to his 2 brethren regarding the working of the Holy Spirit in guiding those with such responsibilities toward independent and unanimous selection of a few men, out of a group of many good and dedicated men. The committee set July 18, 2000, as the deadline for completion of its task, since some time would be needed prior to the conference in September 2000 to notify the 7 men involved and determine each one=S willingness to serve if so approved by the conference. The members of the committee knew that they had a responsibility to make themselves available to the direction of the Holy Spirit and, also, to do all that they could do on their own, as directed by the Spirit of wisdom. It was agreed that, without such guidance, the task could not be completed in a manner that would be pleasing to God.